watching TelecomTV from ONS North America 2018 in Los Angeles. And I'm joined now by Andrew Coward, who is CEO of Lumina Networks. Andrew, good to see you on TelecomTV again. Now, it's been about 9 months since Lumina was created. How pleased have you been with progress to date?
Well, since we started, we've been really on this mission to bring open source networking to service providers, to large enterprises and web-scale companies. And we've really been delighted with the reception that message has really carried. And the show here today is kind of a substantiation of the interest that the market really represents in that. Now, as we came across from Brocade, we obviously brought a whole lot of customers with us, and obviously those customers are maintained, and we've kind of grown that business from there. And since then, we've also accumulated more customers too, who are on the same journey we are in the transformation of networking.
So, what's your advice to customers looking at open source? How can companies integrate with open source?
Well, first of all, we say this is not a spectator sport, and people kind of just sit around waiting for open source networking projects to suddenly magically show up and deliver the equivalent of existing vendors and not be part of that community. That's the wrong approach. So we work best when our customers are very engaged in wanting to make the transition and are willing to put the resources on it and time and effort to drive essentially automation in their network using open source, and that's what really works.
So what stage are we at? What kind and types of adoption are we seeing at the moment?
Yeah, so certainly for the really big carriers, it's not just about technology adoption, it's about cultural change. And taking their engineering teams and turning them into developers and driving that whole agenda through. And so, I think through the last year, we've really seen them move from the configuration and the setting up of this to the live deployments and the growing install base. And the way it's worked has been service by service. This isn't about the kind of big bang, everything changes overnight. It's about picking services one by one, whether they're E-line services, point-to-point, or basic consumer internet services, and saying, we're going to automate this, we're going to use open source software to drive that, and step by step, you go through that process.
And this whole network transformation process we're seeing, it's got serious financial and strategic implications. So for a network operator, for a service provider, what does success ultimately look like?
Yeah, we think that success is really about how you automate the process that can take weeks and weeks. So for example, we've taken E-line services, point-to-point services that can literally take 2 months to configure and manage, to deliver to a customer, and reduce the provisioning time of that to 20 seconds. That is enormously impactful to our customers, to their customers, and to how we consume these services when that's available. And the reason that's possible now is because we can touch multiple domains in the network. Touch the optical domain, touch the IP domain or the MPLS domain, touch the CPE devices, and bring that all together so that the service is configured, and for the first time really ever, looks like a coherent and integrated solution set.
We're approaching the first anniversary of Lumina, so as we go into the second year, what can we in the industry expect to see from you in the months to come?
Yeah, so we've really been on this kind of process of productizing what we've done. And what I mean by that is a lot of the work that's taken place over the last 9 months, or even before that, has been about individual customers and bringing them on this journey to open networking and tighter configuration, doing this automation work. The larger market, though, requires things that are easy to consume. And so taking the best bits, if you like, of what we've done, so things like the SD core solution we've built, which helps replace legacy core routers in the middle of networks with open software solutions. Doing that and productizing it so it can be more easily adopted by mainstream, and not just carriers, but large enterprises, web scale, and so on. That's the key.
Great. Well, Andrew, we've got a lot to look forward to, but for now, thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.